Okay, so when we first walk in the door, when you look over here to your left, we have our kitchen and kind of our shoe rack area. It gets very messy over here. We have this really cool key holder mail slot, which I've shown in previous videos. My mom actually made this. It's really cute. It has mail, wood burned in there, some keys and all that, so we keep all of our keys right here. Keep going this way. We have our sink. For now, it's not gonna stay like this, obviously. You know, we've only been here for 7 months, as Jake said. So we just have our kind of sink, our first sink set up. We have our garbage cans, recycling, and we fill this 7-gallon jug up with our rainwater that we have out there, which you guys have seen before. So we just fill this up whenever it gets low, and then how it works, you just turn this nozzle, and we have our running water. And it does drain out to the outside, so we always use organic soap. So yeah, the kitten's playing with my skirt. So if you keep going this way, this is how we cook everything if the wood burning stove isn't on. It's just a propane powered stove that we use for right now, and it's been working great. So if we move on this way, this is how Jake and I get our drinking water. We fill this up with well water down the way from some friends. So we just fill up 3 jugs of these, and that's how we get our drinking water, and that's how the cats get their drinking water. This is our countertop. You guys, if you guys have been following us, you've seen how we made this. This isn't permanent, it's just to house all of our stuff right now. We have tons of jars full of stuff. We have lentils, we have garbanzo bean flour, nutritional yeast, popcorn. If you guys want to know more detail of what is in these, go join our Patreon page, because I did a whole video of what is in every single jar and what we use it for. It's pretty cool. We have some kimchi brewing right now. It actually should be ready today or tomorrow, I think. So we have our whole setup here. We put these really nice hooks in to hang our cups, which I just love being able to grab them and use. It's really nice. It was a really great idea by Jake. And so this is kind of our temporary refrigerator right now, because we don't have a fridge. So we just put these cool shelves in just to house all of our stuff, which is nice. And then this is just kind of our dry produce. We have some oats and beans and stuff like that that I didn't put in jars. Moving down this way, this is all of the blackberry and raspberry jam that I canned. I mean, it goes on way back there, so I think we're set for a while. We have tons of it, so that's good. British Columbia is the brushberry capital of the world. There are so many blackberries. I mean, they're still producing blackberries, so I might get a little bit more to make some more jam, but we're just storing it for the winter, and I think we're set for sure. So how we power these lights up here is just through a battery, a car battery. So if we unclamp these, which is hooked up to our controller, we have a light set up in there, and we just come in here, hit positive to positive, negative to negative, and then that's how we are getting our lights right now. And it's actually been working really well. We'll just take this battery outside, swap it with the other car battery that we have, charge it with our solar panels, and yeah, so that's how we've been getting our lights. There's 2 things that I absolutely love about this island. The first thing is this rack. I love this rack. I love that I am able to hang some of my favorite teapots. This one Jake and I got in Chinatown, Vancouver. If we have a lot of guests, then we'll make big batches of like green tea, jasmine. In this pot here, we have, what else? We have this really cool basket that I found on the island. I use this for all of my gardening, berry picking. This basket is really awesome. And we have some local produce that we got from our neighbors. We have some zucchinis, an eggplant, and I think a daikon radish up there. And then these cool baskets right here are bamboo drying baskets. I'll put flower clippings in there, or maybe some apples, and we just dry them out in the sun. So those just been stored up here. The second thing that I love about this island is the way that we positioned it to look out into the yurt. I can see the wood burning stove, I can see the loft, I can see the hammock, I can see everything, and the people that sit here. It's just really nice to entertain, and it's great. So moving over here, this is Jake and I's closet at the moment. So we have this cool door divider that we got, and all of our clothes and stuff is back here, and then we're able to change, especially if we have guests here, they can change back here and get a little bit of privacy. So we have all of our clothes back here. Eventually we're gonna make something to house our clothes in a different way, and we're gonna have a dining room table here, but that's why you gotta subscribe, so you can stay tuned on when we make that. Hold on.
I'm curious, what is your favorite pottery or favorite book on the shelf?
Oh, okay. There's so much to choose from. I love this teapot that we got from Creek Stoneware. He makes beautiful pottery and cups and incense burners, and he's a great guy to follow and to check out his work. I put this one up here because I display it so everyone can see it because it's just that good. And my favorite book, I have tons of books. Jake and I both have a lot of books. I love Grow Your Own Drugs. So this is for gardening and making your own medicinal medicine and like salves and lotions, and if you have acne or if you need like an immune system booster, this is my go-to book.
How do you like your cushion area?
I love it. My fave.
When Nicolle and I were traveling the world for a year, last year we wanted to have a lounge area, like a family room that didn't really have a sofa, that more so had a bunch of cushions that we got from our travel. So we have these cushions from different countries we visited, like India and Thailand, and it looks like Reishi likes this one the best with the elephants. I like this cushion a lot from India. It just looks really handmade. It has some beautiful shells. We really love this. We're pretty healthy people, so we love just kind of chilling here and watching a movie or having lunch or dinner. And if you guys look at this table right here, Nicole's had this table since before we knew each other, and she's really into stickers. If you guys ever want to impress Nicolle, bring her stickers or send stickers to our P.O. box down below. The address is there, because she loves stickers from all over. This battery, you guys have seen us feature it before, is the Jackery 500 watt battery, and we've been using this to charge all of our gadgets mobily anywhere in the yurt. This guy also comes with a solar panel. I put it out on the yurt deck and charge it during the day, and right now it's giving energy to the drone, but it gives energy to all of our gadgets, phones, computers, and camera gear. So I think we're at a stage of our technology where electricity in outlets and on-grid electricity is going to be a thing of the past, and we're going to get to where mobile plugs and off-grid power will become the norm. Just like hardly anybody has landlines anymore, everyone has cell phones. I think that this kind of stuff makes it so easy for Nicolle and I to carry our plug anywhere we go. We can get power and charge this up in the car, in the sun, or in an outlet if we're in town. So in love with this area that Nicolle created, and of course you guys saw us build this shelf. We milled the wood in our Alaskan mill outside, the chainsaw mill, and it's holding up great. The entire shelf Nicolle and I made from scratch from the forest outside. It's holding up really nice. And if you guys pan over here to the right, we've got the wood stove that, again, if you guys have subscribed to us, you saw Nicolle and I install every step of the way. If you guys subscribe to us now and hit the bell button below, YouTube will notify you so you can see our progress coming up when we build the full washroom, log cabin, solar panel hookup, tap our own well for water, and complete the deck that surrounds the yurt. Of course, you guys are going to want to subscribe for our upcoming fruit tree, forest, orchard, and garden. But the wood stove is beautiful, and this is my first wood stove that I've owned myself, and it's amazing how I love it. We got it for half price, secondhand. The previous owner used it 5 times. Built by the Amish. It's a flame view, and see the fan on top is not plugged in. That fan on top is powered by heat and won't even turn on until the heat of the stove activates it. When Nicolle and I first turned the wood stove on, we had our first fire in here. We have a heat plate behind we're gonna put tiles on, and we did the floor to protect the floor from any sparks or heat. But we didn't protect the roof of the yurt, and it got a little warm to the touch, and I was concerned, what if one time a little warm becomes too hot and melts the yurt? Well, that fan changed everything. 35% of the heat now is deflected toward the office area, into the yurt, and upward toward the loft, and now the roof is cool to the touch. So it's a great investment, that nice fan there. Look up wood stove fans. The window. It's my favorite. It makes it so good. It's like a television. And we'll keep you guys informed here with how this guy performs for us every day of the winter coming up. Gotta beat the smoke. Open it up. Throw a little log in there. Close it, and we're good to go. We got our large chunk wood, our kindling, and our paper here in these nice galvanized buckets, so they're kind of protected from heat and far enough away from the stove. And then this is the office. Okay, right over here, the little desk. Made of bamboo, and this is where I do my editing from and all my gadgets. Nicolle tends to do her editing from the island. You guys saw her show you earlier. Next to the desk, we have this new area that I can walk underneath. We designed it and built it so that when I walk underneath it, my head doesn't really get hit. Okay, so it's like 6'2" clearance underneath there. And this is our loft. Nicolle strung some really nice LED lights that are powered by, I think, AA batteries. The loft is super strong. I wanted to have a loft where I could hang out with ginseng up there and do some pull-ups. So I always wanted to have like my workout area kind of blended in aesthetically with the structure. And the loft is cross-braced down below. And we even screwed it in a couple places to the yurt. So it's very strong. Everybody who's been here says that a truck could probably park up on top of this guy. Built by logs from our forest and then a few 2x4s from the local hardware store. Coolest feature is I gifted this hammock to Nicolle a while back, and we had it in a box in storage while we traveled. We just unhook this guy at the end of the hard work day, clip it to the carabiner. Seriously, this is the best feature. And at first I was like, oh, a hammock in the loft, it's so cliche, so hippie, so boho. But I'm not even joking with you guys, like in Indiana Jones this one here, and just at the end of the day, this is my therapy here. It'll swing for like an hour. Peace out. Alright, so then after a little cat nap, we get back up and head on up the forest ladder, which is temporary. Nicolle told me she would rather have a staircase, so we're gonna have stairs eventually that kind of are tucked away but still give us better access to the loft. But for now, we built this ladder, drilled it into the loft, drilled all the steps in and twined them, and it's super strong. So we've been scaling this guy every day to get up to our bedroom, which is up top here. Looks like this guy is enjoying the loft too, right? It's actually their new bedroom, but I'm gonna throw it to Nicolle right now so she can show you guys the loft bedroom. But check out that view up the dome. The dome is such a cool part of the yurt. Now I have all these.
Piece of grass, walking down the road.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Tell me how long you gonna stay here, Joe.
So this is our bedroom. It's super warm up here. Since the wood burning stove is going, all of the heat is rising, so it's like really toasty up here. We just have a bunch of storage right now, still kind of working out the kinks of where we want everything to go, but it's cool up here. And eventually we're gonna have a railing that goes around it, so it's a little more secure and it kind of seals in all the gaps. But this is our room. It's pretty nice. The cats love the loft. When we put it up, they were like, oh, a bigger cat tower. They love sitting in these baskets. These are the bigger version of the smaller drying bamboo racks that we have on the island. But I put a little blanket in here and they just love sitting in it and looking out at everything. And I think because it's super warm up here and the cats like to be warm, so it's perfect. So we have our cool battery. This is the smaller one by Jackery. This is how we plug our phones in at night. So that is how we do that. And then how we have our light up here is by BioLight. It's another solar company. And you just click this switch and we have 3 stages of brightness. So this is low, medium, oh, and super bright. So this is how Jake and I are able to see at night when we're coming up here, and then we just turn it off and then recharge it by the sun, which Jake will show you here in a minute. Every time I come up this and go down it, I feel like a little kid, seriously. Like, it just brings out my inner child, and I just feel like I'm monkeying around.
Okay, underneath the loft, we got the BioLite as well here, and this BioLite company is pretty cool. So we got a lot of different power companies helping us get off-grid power. BioLite has a solar panel right there in the window that's charging up this like cute blue turquoise controller here. So the solar power goes in the panel, gets inside this controller, and then it shoots it out into the lights. So the one Nicole showed you earlier, and then we have this one down here, which can power up underneath the loft, so we get some light underneath this area as well. And then this is a big necessity for me at the end of the day. I do a lot of Qigong, which is like Chinese yoga, martial arts yoga. But all my Qigong postures are really good, but for some reason, this Qigong posture of the fitness ball, oh, look at that. 10 hours of off-grid work being reversed right now. And the fitness ball's color blends in with the yurt. Love this. So this is a key component for Jake May's off-grid life. I love this. So as you can tell, Nicole and I love the loft, and we're using it for multi-purposes, for exercise, for lounging around, for shelving, for different things, for lights, for sleeping, for storage, for cat emotional health, you know. But this light has been really priceless for us too. There's a lot of these online you can get, and this one's really great. The power of the flashlight part is really cool. And then this light is priceless for us because it's like a mobile light we can take anywhere we want to go. It can also charge your cell phone if it has extra power, and we just use the Jackery 500 watt power station to charge this up at night. So it's a great flashlight that I keep around at the desk, especially at night when the cougars and the bears come around sniffing our business. All right, so once again, all praise go to Pacific Yurts, who designed and built this yurt. It's up to you to build the platform and to make the yurt into a home, but really well-made yurt, traditional with a modern design. The dome and the just sacred geometrical design of the yurt. Everyone that comes inside goes, wow, it looks so great, like sun rays, and it's so open. And the dome opens up. We have this tool right here that hooks around the dome opening and pops it. It's like a turnbuckle up there. And now it's open about, I don't know, a few inches. So especially if you like messed up on the wood stove and you let too much smoke in when lighting it, you can open the dome, and as the smoke goes up, it all escapes and you don't breathe in any smoke. And then we're gonna be putting the bug screen, which is back behind me, on that in a couple days. Close it up. And it kind of feels a little bit like a submarine closing the hatch again, and take it apart and store it in the lattice wall of the yurt.